Guys, welcome to the vlog. I know it's weird, I'm not wearing a hat today, and as you saw in the intro teaser clip, we are gonna start doing engine mods on the Ram. So, not today, but there is something coming. So we're gonna waive bye-bye warranty. Yeah, I'm bitten by the bug, so we just can't do it. So anyway, what we got going on today? I'm not going to work today, which is very strange for me. First time I haven't worked overtime in probably over a year. If you're an OG subscriber, you know that I got T-boned back in Thanksgiving of 2016, and completely not my fault. His insurance company's already paid his policy maximums, but wonderful Geico is trying to dispute my medical bills, asking why I needed certain treatments. So they're actually deposing me with a court reporter today, and we're gonna find out what happens after that. But my opinion is, I'm not a medical professional. The doctor told me that's what I had to do, so that's what I did. But yeah, it's just another knife in the back from the insurance company. I'm not surprised at all by that. But since I do have the rest of the day free, let's see what else we can get into as well, while we have new engine mods riding in the back with us, wherever they are. Is this guy literally dead? And look at what else we found. This is a Jeep Wrangler, obviously, with a pickup truck kit. Apparently it's a $15,000 custom kit that turns a regular Wrangler into a pickup truck. It's pretty cool. All right, we're about to get to the Geico staff council offices. I obviously can't take you guys inside, but we will see what they say after, so stand by. And we're back 4 hours later. Oh my goodness, they had so many questions. I don't want to say too much at this point because obviously the claim is still ongoing, but they're basically insinuating that they don't think that they want to pay for the medical treatment, or they have concerns because of my license plate, and just dumb stuff. I don't want to get into it. Just a typical insurance company treating their clients like absolute crap when it comes time to pay out. But I don't want to burden you guys with the details too much. I will tell you real quick, if you have a Dodge like mine and you get some slight vibrations in the wheel, as you saw in the last vlog I uploaded, I bought some hub-centric wheel spacers. Don't waste your money on that. I checked the, because it's got the Carli adjustable track bar, checked the end nut on that. It's supposed to be torqued to 275, but it's almost impossible to get a torque wrench on it. So just make sure that the end cap on the adjustment sleeve on your track bar is tight, and that also your pitman arm sleeve is tight, where there's 2 bolts and then a rotating shaft where you can adjust your pitman arm. Make sure all that stuff's tight, because I just tightened that up this morning, and the truck's driving solid again. So anyway, let's make this vlog a little interesting. I want to see if I can go drive a Nissan Titan Cummins and see what the comparison is between this one. So I'm gonna head up to the Nissan dealer, and hopefully they have one, so bear with us, guys. All right, guys, on the way over to check out that Titan Cummins, had to get out of that Polo. I want to talk a little bit before we get there, because I don't know how much I'm going to be able to vlog actually at the location. But the Titan XD, Nissan Titan XD, that comes with the 5-liter Cummins engine. It's a V8 32 valve Cummins motor, but it only makes 330 horsepower and 310 horsepower and 550 foot-pounds of torque, which puts it about 150 horsepower below my Ram 3500 with the Cummins, and also about 500 foot-pounds of torque below my Ram 3500. Again, so this motor, I believe, was originally designed for the Ram 1500 that adopted the Eco Diesel rather than this Cummins motor. So I don't want to directly compare my Ram, the 3500, with the Cummins 6.7 to it, but there's a little bit of background on it. So when we compare the Titan with the diesel to the Ram Eco Diesel, which the Eco Diesel isn't a Cummins, like I said, it was actually developed by an Italian company called VM Motors, which Fiat Chrysler Group actually acquired back in 2013. The Eco Diesel has a slightly lower spec, but a slightly higher fuel economy. So the Eco Diesel from Ram in the 1500 makes 240 horsepower and 420 foot-pounds of torque. So it's actually not as high of towing capacity as some of the other 1500s with the Hemi motors, but it can tow, I believe it was 9,200 pounds on the bumper. Now, from the research I did, it kind of looks like the Titan is in between the half-ton models and the full size. I don't know if I'd quite call it a 3/4 ton, but I'm not 100% positive because obviously this is a new space for Nissan to be in. But the towing capacity of the Titan with the Cummins diesel is it has a 2,000 pound payload capacity. The gross combined vehicle weight is going to be, on the Platinum model, is going to be 19,450 pounds. It's got a curb weight of 7,200, so it's 1,000 pounds lighter than my 3,500. What that means is it can only really tow about 11,500 pounds over the axle and 9,400 pounds on the bumper. Compared to my 3,500, I can tow 4,000 pounds in the bed, which is double, and I can tow 17,100 pounds with, obviously with the truck, which is again close to double. So again, it's not a direct competitor for a 1-ton truck, but I would say it's somewhere slightly above the 1,500, but like I said, slightly below the Big Daddy truck. So anyway, that's enough talking. Let's go see what it's all about. This nasty GTR this is. Before I go get assaulted by a salesman, they do have a Cummins Platinum Reserve model here at the dealer. Let's see if this white one is. No, the rest are all gas. Only one diesel here on the lot. All right, let's check out this Platinum Reserve model. So the dash actually looks pretty similar to how the Dodge is laid out. Obviously the buttons are a little different and the screen's a little different, but it's got some really nice seats actually. These are super comfortable. Some same compartment. So this one's spec'd kind of like a Laramie. This is a similar center console to the Laramie. Heated seats, trailer brake, trailer gain adjustment, auxiliary ports, traction control. Nice seats in the back also. Rear heated, it looks like. It does have a 5th wheel prep package from the factory. As you can see though, the 3500 has the 5th wheel prep as well as the gooseneck prep. Excuse me. The Titan has a gooseneck prep package from the factory. Let's look at the window sticker. Ooh, 60,000 bucks. So, like I said, this is the Cummins V8 turbo, 310 horsepower, 550 foot-pounds of torque, 4-wheel drive. This is the top spec one, so 58,000 plus some charges brings you to 60,000 bucks. I still have the window sticker for my truck here handy, and you can see the sticker price is actually 57,000. This is the 2016 blah blah blah, 57,000. So they want more for that Titan than they do for a similarly spec'd 3500. So if towing's your game, obviously you know where to go, but let's go see if they'll let us drive it. All right, so we're gonna switch over to the GoPro. We just spoke to one of the sales guys. We're gonna drive this 2-wheel drive version, and the 2-wheel drive version is still the same price, which is kind of weird, but basically what he said, obviously compared to my 3500, he said this is basically a detuned V8 from Cummins. So obviously the V8 turbo diesel that only makes 555 foot-pounds of torque is obviously odd. So like I said, he said that they detuned it quite a bit from Cummins for longevity purposes and for reliability purposes. It does come with all kinds of upgrades. I think it's ugly though. Don't tell the sales guy, but I think it's really ugly. Like the front of it is completely ugly. Like if you look at both, I just think the front of the Titan is disgusting, and especially like this front fender, ugly. Do a lot of people look at these or not really?
Yeah, the sales for Titans have been just a little bit slower after their redesign and everything.
Yeah.
So, and plus with the new edition of the XD, like this one, the 2500s basically, and the Cummins engine. It's just, we get a lot of people looking because they just don't know much about them.
Right.
Because there's not a lot out there. Like Nissan's not really pushing a lot of commercials for them. Yet they're trying to push sales for them, so they're taking like 13,000 off.
Do these have an exhaust brake or an engine brake built in or no?
No engine brake built in.
Okay.
Yeah, no engine brake built in. Def tank and stuff like that. The def fluid is where your gas tank.
Right.
But no exhaust brake.
Okay. Do you know how much these can tow realistically or not really?
Yeah, 13,000.
On the bumper or in the bed?
Well, in the bed it would probably be a little bit more. I'm not 100% sure on in the bed, just since it's over the rear axle.
Right.
It should be more.
Have you had many people with the Dodge Cummins trade in on these or not?
We've had a couple. But only really, I mean, the warranty, when the warranty changed on these, people like that, and usually it was older ones that were out of warranty.
It's really laggy, like when you let off, it almost feels like it's got an engine brake. Like when you let off the accelerator, it wants to shift.
It might have one maybe that's integrated, but it doesn't have like the,
right.
Like a diesel exhaust brake button where you're going downhill, just press it.
Right. It's a 6-speed, right?
This is,
I think it is. Yeah. Shift points are kind of weird. Like I said, it wants to like always shift. It either wants to be in a really high gear, or like I said, when I let off the gas or let off the accelerator, it's like it really like decelerates itself a lot, you know?
Yeah, I've noticed that with them too.
You're right. It does seem really like underpowered though for a V8. It's like,
yeah, they definitely detuned it. I've seen stuff online. I mean, with people with the demon speed chips and things like that. But
I don't know what to think of this, man.
It's a little weird, huh?
It is kind of weird. It's like
it wants to be a Rogue, but it's a heavy-duty truck. Yeah.
But it doesn't have the power of a heavy-duty truck. That's the weird thing. What do these get mileage-wise?
Mileage-wise, we've been seeing like 18, 19.
In town or?
In town.
It's very strange. It's very strange. Is that why Dodge didn't take this motor? It's kind of.
I'm not sure of this because Dodge has had that straight 6 for so long.
Yeah.
That from Cummins, that I don't even know if they had like the option, like, hey, do you guys want to put a V8 or?
Well, I know they refused this motor first.
They did.
Yeah.
Okay.
For the 1500. That's why they went with the Eco Diesel.
Okay.
But because Dodge acquired that BM motors that created the Eco Diesel.
Yeah, I drove a Grand Cherokee with that. I actually liked it. I liked it a lot.
I don't want to talk shit, but it's a lot nicer than this one's weird, man. I'm surprised Cummins put this out.
Yeah, it happens, especially when they're targeting like a market like that, like Cummins diesel buyers.
Right.
Most of the time they're loyal. It's Dodge.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then they'll try this one, and like I said, we've had a couple, but yeah, most of the time though, people are just kind of like when they're trying to target that audience, and you're changing something completely, like now it's a V8 diesel, it's a little strange.
But it's like I said, it's like half the foot-pounds of torque. I think it's like 150 horsepower less than the V6. It's weird, but
it's a weird truck for sure. Something to get used. Like my cousin's in love with these. Like,
go. Let's go flat out for the boys. All right, now we're back in my truck. I could talk a little more freely. As you heard on that test drive, it's a very strange motor. It's almost like it's undescribable, but it accelerates horrendously. It's almost got no power under acceleration. I want to say I don't know what happened with that engine, but it is nothing like the inline 6 that the Ram 25 and 3500s come with. It's a completely different motor, completely different characteristics, everything like that. The guy that rode with me obviously told me after the fact that generally, like, people that you know, had a gas Titan and need to upgrade to a new Titan, they typically might go for the diesel. But he said for the most part, people that have come from a Dodge product and they have that Cummins loyalty are kind of let down by what Cummins put into the Titan. It's a really strange truck. It's almost like driving a Rogue or like, you know, some other small crossover, but it's got the power of a turbo diesel, allegedly, or in theory, but it doesn't actually have the power that a motor of that type should have. So very strange, very strange. I didn't like it at all. The guy didn't even ask for my number or anything to call me. He just gave me his card, because I think he probably knows already that most people that have a truck like mine or whatever aren't gonna settle for that. So I'm glad that we checked it out. I've been curious for a while about what that new Cummins in the Titan would look like, and not good. So like I said, I'd like to hear your guys' comments below about it, but I'm gonna stay away. Man, it is just like a fluke today. We've run into all kinds of cool stuff. I'm driving along right here and come across a genuine H1 Hummer in white and black, just like my scheme. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you used to have a Dodge diesel in the Cummins motor and you switched over to Nissan, I'd love to hear what you think in the comments below. I didn't like it personally, but you know, like I said, I'd like to hear some other comments. So as always, you guys are the best. Thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button, give me a like, and we'll see you next time.
Here we go.
As always, if you made it this far in the video, you are the absolute best. I hope that you enjoyed it. It was an absolute blast making it for you. If you did enjoy it, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button right in the middle of your screen. I've also put 2 videos here that I think you might like. Throw me a thumbs up, and as always, thank you so much for watching.